step in his career?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously see it. You see the stuff on Twitter and things like that. We don't necessarily talk about it, and maybe until probably after the season and everything like that. But we understand kind of how football works, and when you get a guy like EB who puts in the time, who is a great leader of players and men, and someone that can really control and have a presence in any room that he walks in, you understand why these other teams are looking at him to be their head coach. And so we obviously are focused on our goal right now, but we know with who he is and how he operates that he'll have the opportunities to go places and continue to have success.
You said something after the game yesterday. You said the way you guys have been winning during the 6-game winning streak is maybe better than the way you guys had to win games last year. Can you elaborate on that, what you meant by that, why you feel that way?
I think it's just a different variety of ways of winning is the biggest thing this year. Is we've won games, obviously, putting up points and doing those different things this year, but we've won games where the defense has stepped up and kind of controlled the game for us. And so for us, it's about when you get to the playoffs, not every game's the same, and we've found ways to win different ways.
What tells you that if you do need a big number of points in a playoff game, that you guys are still capable of doing that?
Yeah, I think just the guys that we have. I mean, you have Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, McCole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, Damian Williams, all these guys that can make 80-yard touchdowns happen within a couple seconds. You know that if we need to, we can call upon that and find ways to score points.
Is there anything that you learned from the bye week last year that you maybe want to do again, or maybe even a little differently now that you have it again?
Yeah, I think just staying focused is the biggest thing. Obviously, Coach Reed does a good job of preparing us, giving us the right amount of time off, but at the same time, keeping us in the building and keeping us preparing for whoever we get to play. And I think the biggest thing about this week is making sure that you're fundamentally at the right point. I mean, as seasons go on, you start losing some fundamentals there at the end there. And so having this week, we can kind of go back, look at ourselves, and really focus on the fundamentals and prepare ourselves so that whoever we get to play, that we're ready with how we prepare ourselves and then get to prepare against other teams.
Do you watch film of all three defenses, or will you maybe just work on fundamentals and then wait to see who this ends up being?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of watch film of each team, just try to get a kind of a baseline of what they're doing. Other than the Bills, we've played the Texans and we've played New England, so we kind of have that experience, obviously. But with that, you kind of just go back, watch those games, and then you watch a little bit of the Bills too at the same time. But you really focus on yourself, I think, mostly, and focus on preparing yourself that way.
I remember last year, Patrick, you guys being in the one seed, you kind of benefited from the first playoff game where the Colts won, and you knew that was going to be your opponent. Is it similar to it was where it's going to be last year, where I think you took time to watch that game live in person, not in person, but live on television, and then Saturday sort of blocked off in the same manner where because you don't know which team you're going to play, you might watch both games the way most fans do?
Yeah, I'll definitely watch probably all the games, honestly. I mean, I'm kind of just a football fan like that and just see what's going on. But obviously you're going to watch those games that are important to who you're going to get to play and try to focus on those. And then whenever you figure it out, watch as much film as possible in order to prepare yourself in order to have the best opportunity to go out there and find a way to win.
Do you think you'll watch those games with teammates or here at the facility? Like, how do you, or you just sit back at your place by yourself watching? How do you do that?
I'll probably be at my house watching those games. I'll invite the guys. If they want to come over, they can come.
You watch those games as a fan, or are you kind of honing in on quarterback play specifically?
I think that the more and more experience I've gotten in this league, I'm still watching as a fan and watching the games, but I recognize stuff quicker, and I'm able to kind of see how teams are attacking other teams, and just from my experiences and stuff like that. And I think that just comes with knowledge of the game.
Patrick, in regards to Larry being a doctor, you understand the devotion this job requires and dedication. How remarkable is it that the guys are able to have a second life and do this?
I mean, it's crazy, honestly, for him to be able to still go to school and get his doctorate degree and everything like that. I mean, it really is with how much time you have to put in into this facility in order to be as productive as he's been on the football field, and then to have the off seasons in his spare time to still go and be very productive in other aspects of life. I mean, it really is a tremendous honor for him to be able to just do that and get that doctorate degree.
Did it develop maybe confidence with McCole as the season went along? Was it there always? Because on that 3rd and 7 play, you had a big catch in a big moment that ended up, really getting the offense jump started. When's that confidence, when did that develop, and has it been there?
Yeah, I mean, I've obviously known that he can make big plays happen, and for me, it was all about him just figuring out the offense and how he fit into the offense and how he was able to stay on time and still use his speed and be effective. And I think I've just built that chemistry with him throughout the season, and I always have confidence in any guy on this team making plays. And so whenever they're open and they're getting their opportunities, I'm going to throw them the ball. And so I think you saw that in my first start when I threw it to Sherm down the sideline. I'm going to throw it to whoever's open.
In regards to McCole, how have you specifically seen him develop as a player from the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I think it's just, like I said, the knowledge of the offense. I think he understands more now that when he's running a route, where he can kind of adjust and make adjustments. On that route that he ran yesterday, he was kind of supposed to kind of take the top off the defense, but he knew with the safety plan as deep as he was and where the other guys were throughout the routes that he could flatten it across his face and give himself a chance to make a play. And so stuff like that, which seems so little, but whenever you understand what everyone else is doing on the offense and what everyone else's routes are, you can help get yourself open and still be on time with the quarterback.